Welcome to Unsealed Evidence. I'm Sable. This final part of the affidavit brings everything together. The interviews, the contradictions, the digital evidence, the emotional unraveling, the conflicting explanations, the searches, the discoveries, and the fear investigators documented throughout this case. It isn't a neat conclusion. It isn't a full truth. It isn't justice. But it is the affidavit's final position on what investigators believed had happened based on the information they had at the time. If you're unfamiliar with the Rebecca Park case, you can read the full breakdown at www.unsealedevidence.com. Let's unseal this. Trigger warning. This section includes disturbing allegations, references to violence, pregnancy loss, handling of remains, and emotionally intense investigative findings. Please take care of your heart before continuing. The ultimate conclusion of the affidavit. Reaching the end of this affidavit is like reaching the end of a nightmare you can't wake up from. It doesn't bring peace. It doesn't bring certainty. It doesn't bring justice. Not yet. But it does reveal what investigators believed happened after days of searching, interviewing, analyzing digital data, and confronting the contradictions that defined every conversation in this case. The affidavit ends by stating that investigators believed a violent incident occurred in the truck on November 3rd, while Rebecca, 39 weeks pregnant, was seated between both individuals. It says she became unresponsive shortly after, and that neither person ever attempted to get her medical help. The document shows investigators concluding that Rebecca died inside that truck sometime that day. The affidavit also describes investigators' belief that the baby did not survive either, based on the statements they were given, the conflicting explanations about what happened to him, and the searches that followed. The baby's body was not recovered at the time this affidavit was written, a fact that is both devastating and impossible to accept. Investigators close this section by summarizing their view that both individuals played some role, whether in the alleged violence, the alleged cleanup, the alleged disposal of evidence, or the concealment of what really happened. But the affidavit never claims certainty about who did what. It never names a clear motive. It never offers a solid answer. It offers allegations. It offers suspicion. It offers emotional chaos documented in black and white. But most of all, it offers heartbreak. It details investigators' belief that items were burned, discarded, or destroyed. It acknowledges that stories changed repeatedly. It documents that digital evidence contradicted nearly every version of events. It shows that the truck held answers no one wanted to speak aloud. And it ends with the weight of 2 lives lost, a mother and her unborn son, with no consistent explanation from the people who were with her in her final moments. The affidavit doesn't end with truth. It ends with grief. It ends with the acknowledgement that Rebecca never made it home. It ends with the reality that her baby never took a breath. It ends with investigators expressing that the evidence they gathered, the interviews they conducted, and the contradictions they faced pointed toward a tragic, violent, and preventable death, even if the full truth remained shrouded in fear, lies, and shifting stories. Reading this final section of the affidavit leaves you with one overwhelming feeling. Rebecca deserved better. Her baby deserved better. They deserved protection, honesty, and humanity. And instead, the affidavit ends with silence where their voices should have been. This is not justice. Not yet. This is simply where the affidavit stops, where the investigation begins, and where the fight for truth continues. We carry their names forward until the truth is fully unsealed. Everything in this post is taken from allegations documented in the affidavit, not proven facts. None of this establishes guilt. Every individual named is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Every case has missing pieces, and we're here to find them. Unsealed evidence digs into the documents, the timelines, the evidence they don't talk about. You can read every breakdown at unsealedevidence.com and follow us for updates, new findings, and deeper dives. We don't look away. We don't sugarcoat. We search until the truth shows itself. This is unsealed evidence.